So, hello and welcome to a live Hobsons Brewery beer review. However, the Chromebook, this has just died on me. So, I'm back to using the phone, and the phone is in that way mode, bloody portrait mode. So, yeah, it may well be a better quality picture. It's going to be interesting if I can see any comments. It is what it is. We'll go with it and we'll just see how it cooks. There's literally zilch I can do about it. Bloody lives, I tell you. Flipping Chromebook dying on me. It says the Chrome OS is damaged or missing. I've had this before, to be fair, and it took me a while to get it to fix itself. So, yeah, absolutely annoying. I tried to restart it and see if that'll do it, but it won't happen. So it is what it is. Tonight's Hobsons Brewery beer is Old Henry, so rich Auburn Ale, 5.2% volume. There we go. So, yeah, phones like that. It's bloody stupid. Phones. Like I say, now what I can do about it. So we'll pour the beer. We'll try and do a good review. I'll try and read comments. I can't see any comments at the moment. I can see there's two people on, so that's good. It just tells me that two people are watching. However, I did this the other day on the phone, and yeah, for 11 minutes I was talking to myself, which wasn't very pleasing. And no one ever seen the bloody beer review. So I'm not winning at the moment. It is what it is, you know. So yeah, rich Auburn Ale. It's actually coming across at the moment as golden. That's golden rather than Auburn. Yeah, it's getting a bit darker. Auburn is more or less like a gingery sort of colour. And it is getting slightly darker. So yeah, it may be that. So on the back of the bottle, it says Master Brewer Henry Hobsons rather, loved his hat, known as a Coke, pronounced Cook. Oh God, I've steamed up. Yeah, I hope no one's commenting because I can't see it if it is. Hopefully it shows up. But here we go. It really is the original hard hat created to protect gamekeepers from a bash on the bones by menacing poachers. It was soon adopted by hard-working tradesmen, including Old Henry himself. Old Henry is a rich Auburn ale with complex malty flavours balanced by a clean hoppy finish. A sensible yet stylish beer, a little like Hobsons really. Good evening, Addy. Thank you for commenting. I now know the comments are working. I've had to go back to the phone, and I'm absolutely gutted because the laptop's just died. Good evening, Alan. So it's described as a copper pour. That, to me, is more golden. Yeah, it could be, Auburn pour. Yeah, it could be Auburn. I suppose when you drag it towards the light, it looks more like 5.2%, so a good ABV on this. A nice finger and a bit of Whitehead. Is anybody watching the boxing later between Jake Paul, the YouTuber, and Anthony Joshua? Just out of curiosity. I just hope he gets a good hiding, but that's just me. So big malty aromas on this, you know, proper malty beer. Oh, room temperature, super easy drinking. Good evening, Paul. How are you? Is the picture quality all right? I can't see the picture because the screen's like that. I'm on my phone. So the screen's like that. But I can actually read the comments, so it's not too bad. And I can't do that and spin it round because it puts me upside down, which is absolutely frigging horrendous. Yeah, mate, I think the same. I think boxing's gone downhill massively. You know, I mean, we all knew wrestling was fake. Football, wow, yeah, sometimes. But boxing, blooming heck. Muhammad Ali and all them had absolutely cried. 28, fair play, fair play, fair play. I'm off to the 5th of January, although son's just got his house today, bought a house. So literally on the run up to Christmas, I can see 4-5 hour stints going down there, building furniture, cleaning, making sure the house is good for him. It's a big step for him, and I'm proud that he's on his own in this day and age where it's not easy. Going behind his own ass and that, yeah, fair play. And hopefully the neighbours are decent as well. Good on you, mate. I worked in supermarkets for 5 years and literally worked up until Christmas Eve and then back in Boxing Day. And I was on the booze department. And I said to the person in charge, I said, nobody's buying booze on Boxing Day. Nobody did. Sales were crap. Why? Because no one cares about booze on Boxing Day. They've already bought enough booze to last Christmas. New Year's Eve and the day before, different kettle of fish. Everyone's buying it for New Year's Eve, to celebrate all the Prosecco's and stuff. And you get that. You do get that. But, yeah, as it is, yeah, rubbish. But yeah, glad to be away from that. I love having my 2 weeks off at Christmas. It just makes life so much better, for me at least. So yeah, Old Henry, a rich Auburn ale, and it's hitting the spot lovely. Proper malt fest of a beer. Flat pack IKEA furniture for your son and you to build. Yeah. There's a bit of that. Although we're not overly impressed with DFS, they charge 123 quid to deliver a settee. A settee that takes 8 weeks to build. 123 quid. Well, we charge that much because we unbox it and then we have to get it into your house. And you look and you think, taking the piss. Fucking hell. Put it on the street. I'll take the fucker in the ass for the, drop it down to 30 quid. We'll do the rest. Fuck you. Drinking Azvec's magnificent tree frog, lovely pale ale. I did have from Daya tree frog or frog. Yeah, I definitely had a frog beer from Daya. Another Hobsons looks good. Not had this one. No. First time for me. A lovely modern traditional a malt fest of a beer. Super easy drinking, 5.2%. Good quaffable ale at 5.2%. Azvec's, I've not had many Azvec's to be fair. It's a brewery. Obviously, the head brewer was Neon Raptor, and he fell out with his fellow backers, whatever they were. Then the two lads there from Derby. I presume he was from Nottingham. He fell out with them, and then in COVID times, and went up and started Azvec's. And it is a brewery on my list to visit. They're literally bringing it in and wrap it and shit out, do an extra pot. Yeah, fucking 123 quid, what we bastards. I wish I'd have been there last night and had a bit of a temper on me. Because I'd turn around and says, when he said 123, I'd be like, are you a comedian? Are we on stage? Like that, start looking around and say, is there a camera looking at me? Why is that? Because you've just said 123, it's free, 123 quid for delivery. You're taking the piss, mate. And they did turn around. I mean, to be fair, obviously, there's not much you can do about it. It's already paid, and you look at the, as soon as you pay, you fucked it. But if the price of the settee goes down on Boxing Day, he can claim that back. God, let's hope so. It goes down by 200 quid, robbing bastards. Do you like Level-Head IPA? Is that the Green King jobber? I've had it. It was okay. Nothing special, but okay, in my opinion of that. Good evening, Kevin. Just watched the Tiny Rebel Sour reviews. It was nice, mate. I can't see what you after I can't see what it says because until it moves up one. I'm using my phone now. I'm back on the phone. Laptop's died. Using the phone. I'm not winning. I'm not winning with this bloody. And it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be landscape. And I'm in portrait mode. I can't win with technology at the moment. I got sent an article to post earlier, and I get paid for articles on my website. Sometimes anything up to 100 quid an article, which is great, for Christmas. Fantastic. It's not as good as it used to be. Back in the day, I'd earn enough money that I was above my wages. These days, literally once or twice a year, but it is what it is. And yeah, flipping computers go on the right go slow. And yeah, issues galore. And it's like this phone at the moment. And my laptop's died. But anyway, back to the last post tomorrow. Hoping, and I can't check because my phone's over there, but hoping I can get hold of some more Christmassy beers. No idea what's on. Titanic Brewery, their Advent Ale's on. And it's one I want to get, but it's sold out in a day. So obviously, as much as, your craft beer people and your real ale people keep away from Wetherspoons, when a beer comes on, there's a box ticker, they're soon in. Yeah, it's not just your normal drinkers. They soon drop in. I'll look out for that one. Rightio. Yeah, it's actually on Tiny Rebel, mate. Their website. Cheeky V, it's called. A Vimto Sour. Lovely beer as well. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Tax. I'm popping over to my local tomorrow evening. They have Titanic Plum Porter and Jingle Knocker on tap. Jingle Knocker, Skinner's Brewery. Oh, where's your local? Just out of curiosity, is your local down? Cornwall way, Devon way. Just out of curiosity, gotta know. This is one favourite ESB on Casper. Also, this. Right, yeah. It's a lovely beer, to be fair. I do like an ESB. I didn't know they classed it as an ESB, though. Yeah, I didn't know that. It doesn't say ESB on the bottle, unless I can't read it. Which that's not a surprise. But so the wife's watching Emmerdale. Fucking Emmerdale. Northampton. Not overly far away from me, then. Northampton's only an hour from Nottingham. That's interesting. Right. If Jingle Knocker, Skinner's Brewery, Christmas beer can make it to Northampton, it can make its way to Nottingham. Or what sort of pub? A Wetherspoons, or just out of curiosity, or is it a chain or a brewery pub? I love to. I mean, the last time I saw Skinner's in Nottingham was at the Crown in Beeston, where we go regular, and it was Skinner's versus St Austell Brewery. To be honest, 6 cask, and I think some keg as well. Fantastic night, to be fair. Oh, Titanic from Stoke, yeah, Burslem. Oh, Grand Reserve. I've not had Grand Reserve in 2 years. Last time I had that, I had it at the Bread and Bitter, a Castle Rock Brewery pub, and it was amazing. The problem is, the beers, and this is the same with cask, it's the same with craft. Those beers that are regarded as the best, they go like that. People watch Untapped. Someone Taps in that they've got like Titanic trad, Grand Reserve on rather, and it's gone. It's a traditional estate pub opposite my house. Fair play, fair play. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've not got a pub near me. Yeah, I live in the middle of an old housing estate that's 100 years old. So our nearest pub is literally at least 3/4 of a mile away. There's no pubs in the middle. And they're a bit of a trek to get to, you know, up and down hills and stuff. But and then obviously the wife won't want to go out this time of night, so I'm stuck anyway. But they don't have, you know, like Titanic's Grand Reserve or certainly anything from Skinner's. I'm gutted, but happy for you. You know, it's nice to get a decent beer, jingle knockers. All I did on Facebook one day was share Skinner's Brewery post, but in that Skinner's Brewery post, there was a certain beer called Ginger Tosser. Now my mate, who's ginger, and you know he don't care about it anyway, but Ginger Tosser would make him laugh his head off. I shared it, fucking got banned on Facebook for 2 days, or something daft anyway, and I had a warning on my account, and I'm like, I didn't post the bloody thing in the first place. All I had to do was share it. And that's the wokeness sometimes of social media. And that was Facebook. And I absolutely, you know, kicked off against it because I thought, no, you're wrong. I'm sharing their post. I've not said it. They've said it. If it upsets you, why does it upset you? You know, you've got a United States president and the Russian president lying all the time, and you still post that stuff. Yeah, wrong. Sounds like what I call a flat roof, that 60s style estate pub. As long as the beer's good, though, and kept good, it's what matters. So that's tasting superb, to be honest. Really is. It's going down a tree. It's at room temperature, so it's at the right temperature for the style. Oh, there's more in there. Oh, look at that. Bonus. Yeah. I've been up the arse drinking as well, so I've come down here to top up, as you do. Remember the pub in Shameless. But I forgot where I was going now. I was going somewhere. I forgot. No, it's great. It's gone. No, I'll get there in the end. Yeah, no. You know when you're saying something, and all of a sudden it's gone, and yeah. No, totally gone. Anyway, yes, it's a 1960s estate pub, and our house is a 60s semi-detached flat 2 house. The pub is called the Road to Morocco, and been here since the 70s. A themed pub back in the day. Amazing. But if the pub's selling good beer, it's critical these days. We've got a pub, and again, it's in the Beeston area of Nottingham. That was my favourite pub in Nottinghamshire. It is now. I went in, last 5 times I've went in, beer's been not good, off. We went in the other week, both of us says beer's off. And I'm like, so it's not just my taste buds then. And friends have been in today, straight away complaining, the beer's off. So leave that pub. The bloke behind the bar, the owner says, oh, it's your taste buds. Naughty. Has your son got a garden? Yeah, it's got a garden. I'd say it's like about 20 foot. So the size of his house and garage, and then going that way. Yeah, 20 foot by about 16. So adequate for him. That's the back garden. Front garden's enough to park free his car, his van. He's got driveway for his van, and he's got 2 grass areas, one for his car and one for a bit of a lawn. So yeah, great. I'm going to go down before Christmas, get it all mowed, get it edged off, get rid of the weeds, make it look great, and give the neighbours a statement saying there's somebody here with a nice garden. Yeah. Or a relatively nice garden, at least, you know. But yeah, they've got 4 wheelie bins, 4 fucking wheelie bins. So they've got a wheelie bin for your general waste, a wheelie bin for your recycling, a wheelie bin for your glass bottles and jars, and a wheelie bin for your garden waste. Fucking hell, 4 bloody bins. Hey, Jesus Christ. And then in some parts of Nottingham, where we live, they've only got 1 bin outside the front door. They're terraced houses, so there's no chance they're going to have it. They haven't got a garden, and they haven't got the room outside the house to put the bins in the first place. So all the bins are on the pavement. Yeah, lovely place to live, mind you. Not drinking tonight. Christmas jumper and local derby down the rugby club. Fair play, fair play. I'm out from 12 p.m. tomorrow. Non-league football. Warrington Town versus Hednesford. Had to look up as Hednesford. Didn't know where they was. Got to be honest. I don't know where Hednesford is either. And do you know, sometimes though, watching, going to a football match, non-league, you might be paying a few quid, but you're not paying 30 quid up to 100. Staffordshire. Not far away from me then. Literally, about 45, 50 minutes, that sort of distance. But you're paying silly prices to watch a game of football. So you get the atmosphere because people will, depending on how many go, they'll shout up and you'll grab a beer, watch a football game, pub afterwards, jobs are good. £13 to get in, so still pricey then. Wow. £4 a pint as well. Wow. So yeah, £4 a pint's not bad when you think about it. 13 quid to get into a non-league. Oh, wow, as price has gone up. Flipping heck. See, I used to love watching Forest play, but the cost. And these days, because Forest are in the Premiership, all your fans that weren't fans years ago, that jump on the bandwagon, oh, I'm a Forest fan. When did you start supporting? Oh, 2014. No, sorry, 2019, 2021, that sort of thing. When did you start supporting Forest? 1977, Bill. But yeah. So back on the Old Henry, it's going down well. Got to be honest, best beer so far from Hobsons. Loving the maltiness, good strength to the beer. Tomorrow's plum porter, going to be very interesting. Not too bad. It's 7th tier of English football. So MPL division, right? Yeah. But as long as the football's good, it's what matters really. And it's good to see local teams doing well, and eventually, if they can, going up the leagues, watching players that may well be in the future. England players. So back on. Yeah, I think we're back on. Yeah. Oh. Hobsons Great Brewery Classic Beers. Yeah, definitely. It's timed out. It's timed out still. Oh, back on. Fucking hell, yeah, be worried there. I'm looking at thinking, I'm sure I'm back on. Yeah, it died on me. The connection. I clicked on try again. It said back on. I hate lives because it's so stressful. The devices playing up, having to flip from one sort of way, doing it to a different way. And for the last 4 days, the laptops worked great. All of a sudden, laptops had a funky, and yeah, back to the phone, albeit in the wrong way. But at least I can see the comments. Yes, back at Beeston tomorrow. We're down there. I think we're going to our friends at 12:30. A happy drinkers afternoon, most certainly. And he's fitting a camera in the wife's dash cam in the wife's car. So she got a dash cam for Christmas off her friend. An expensive present for Christmas, like a £90 dash cam. Fucking hell. And he's gonna fit that, and then we're off to the pub. The Crown Inn's got a lovely 7.4% cask chocolate fudge stout from North Riding, and I'm just hoping that when I look tomorrow morning, it's not already been drank, because at 7.4%, that's quaffable, And I may just, when I get there tomorrow, just have pint after pint of that and think, yeah, sod everything else. I'll just drink I'll just drink the 7.4%ers. But that's if I get a chance. If I don't, I shall have a jolly good look, see what else is on, and go from there. And I may pop over to the local Wetherspoons and see if there's any nice Christmassy beers on as well, as you do, At this time, the Wetherspoons is quite interesting, especially because beers from Adnams, Bateman's, breweries that you don't see in Beeston, apart from Wetherspoons. So I get that. I get breweries. If they see a beer in Wetherspoons, a certain brewery, they won't touch it. Although Jaipur, Thornbridge, is in Wetherspoons a hell of a lot. And all the other local pubs try and get that on. So it just goes to show you. I mean, in some ways, do you want to pay £2.89 a pint of Jaipur, or do you want to pay nearly £6? It's tough, isn't it? But if you like the beer, you'll pay it anyway. But yeah, it is tough. It is tough. I'm sure we've all got, and I'm not a snob at all. Can't afford to be. But when a beer is a certain price in one pub, and you think, I'm not paying £5.50 or £6 a pint, when it's over there for £2.89. Not doing it. But in some ways, you kind of wish that all the Thornbridge brewers were on at Wetherspoons would be great. But yeah, it is what it is on that side of things. So 28 minutes in, how quickly do these lives go? You're chatting away, and they go ever so quick. I can understand why somebody like Craig, Ken Beer Reviews, is sometimes can be on for 4 hours, 6 hours, because you're there chatting, and time just disappears. I mean, 28 minutes is 29 minutes now is a good amount of time, and yeah, it's just like gone. Let me just make sure nobody's talked and after. No, nobody has that. Thank God for that. I can't tell if they have or haven't. And I don't trust that the phone's not playing up on me. So I've enjoyed this. Old Henry has been a delight. A rich herb Auburn Ale, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. 5.2%. Can't fault it at all. Colours right. Lovely lacing on the glass. Still got a touch of whitehead on there. There you go. You can see. You could see it anyway. Yeah. Would I drink it again? Absolutely. You know, a very nice traditional beer. Out of 5 for me. Good 4.55 out of 5. Yeah, very decent. Um, well worth a punt if you see it. Or go straight to the Hobsons Brewery website. Just open first beer of the week. Ooh. And what is that, Luke? Out of curiosity. And, I've rattled down the beers tonight, I've got to be honest. I've had bits of this, bits of that. I've done 3 beer reviews before the lives, 2 lives, and then I've drank some beer on top of that as well. So yeah, it's been quite the I finished work at 9:30 this morning. I've enjoyed it as well. Yeah. Good to see my son's new house, and a bit more work than I thought they were going to be. But it'll get there in the end, you know, it is what it is. Once you put your stamp on the house, you're laughing. Fuller's Vintage Ale, door 24, but open them all so I can pick. I can't. Do you know, I used to be a good boy and not touch the beers beforehand. But now I look and I think, yeah, fuck that. That's the beer I'm having. Shove your bloody whatever beer you're trying to shove down me. I mean, I'm just thankful that this wasn't an alcohol-free beer, because Hobsons do an alcohol-free. That's all very well for after Christmas, New Year, you know, after New Year doing alcohol-free, but I'm not bloody doing alcohol-free on the run to Christmas. It's been a long year. I deserve a nice beer. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Fuller's Vintage Ale. It was around about this time last year when they had it at £2.50 a bottle. And it obviously Tesco's don't sell it. So it was reduced to £2.50 to sell. And I only picked, I think it was a couple of bottles up. I should have picked the lot up. Took the lot, took them home, and enjoyed them. Yeah. I would never have saved them because I'm not that sort of person. Yeah. Yeah. These people who can buy beers and age them for 5 or 6 years, very well done to you. Yeah. You're a much better person than I am. Because if there's a good beer behind me, I'm drinking it. There's now an imperial stout and a barley wine behind me. There's literally no chance they're going to make it past Christmas Eve. No chance. And literally once tomorrow night's out of the way, the last of the Hobsons Brewery beers reviews, then I am definitely necking them. Disco, how are you, matey? And have you won anything on all these things you enter? Because I've won fuck all. And pardon my French. Yeah. Everyone, je suis one fuck all. Yeah, cracking beer this is as well. Hope you're well, matey. Do you ever hear from Rasco out of curiosity? You know, how's he doing? I know he did do the beer review thing. I know it's just you now. And I know you're doing lives regular. And you know, the lives, they back in COVID, wow, the lives, Jesus Christ, used to get amazing amounts of people. These days, I think a lot more people just drink out, or it's the case that some of us aren't viral and get, you know, silly amounts watching and all that business. Who knows? And quite rightly, who really cares? As long as we enjoy what we're doing, you know, as a hobby goes, it's a good hobby. Yeah. I come down my shed, drink beer, and the wife don't moan. What's not to love? Yeah. And oh, you're doing your beer review? Yeah. Oh, go on then. Yeah. And oh, it's the greatest excuse ever to go and have a beer. Do you still speak to the Welsh geese, or is that to disco? Because I never actually have. to be fair, my interaction with the beer review community has been very low, to be fair. Yeah, won some cans from Twice Brewed in the summer, but not one owed recently. Keep trying it. I've tried, over this month, literally, Goathead. I've not seen Goathead for a while. Yeah. We do chat on the beer chat now and again. And he's such a lovely bloke as well. And I've entered literally 300 or 400 competitions on Instagram, and I've won nothing. And yeah, last time I won anything was some Budvar Dark from Budweiser of all people, and they went down a treat. They did, but yeah, unfortunately, yeah, not since then. Yeah, Goathead, fantastic bloke. I know him as Dave Fell. And last I heard, he's still drinking and that. He's still a good bloke doing his thing. He was renovating a house at one stage. Still see Ras go for a beer occasionally. I always buy the Daft Bugger a pint when he pops up my brewery. To be fair, he was a natural for the beer review / interview thing. He was a natural. He was good. Yeah. But obviously, we all come to the end of our hobbies. It is what it is. Sometimes you grow out of it. Sometimes you think, why am I doing what am I doing? It is what it is. He was a good laugh in the chat. And people like Slurpee as well. They were a good laugh. And I do feel that the whole beer review community, in COVID peaked. And since COVID, a lot of the time, only the ones that are viral are still doing well in that respect. The rest seem to have died down and become more niche. It is what it is. You can't win them in that respect. Liam. So yeah, Liam's still doing his thing, still doing his co-op driving. We have a chat, and Liam's the boss man of the chat. And God, it's 8 o'clock already. Shit. And yeah, he still likes his beers and that. He just don't seem to come on the lives anymore, which is a shame. Albeit this time of night, he's probably in bed because he works Saturday mornings and he's up about 4 in the morning. So he's literally in bed for about 6, half 6. Yeah. Benjamin, welcome back. And you made a day order. What did you get? Oh, it's interesting. Is the oat that would make me consider a day order? And not only that, will it come before Christmas? Always interesting. So for those watching now, Adam, Mr. Merseybeers, commented earlier that you spend 20 quid a day and get free delivery on a 20 quid order. And, I got beers from Day when I went. And I've got to be honest, 20 quid. I only spent 30 odd quid on beers a day and I got like 7 or 8 beers. So literally, similar sort of price. Hey, phones. What the hell? Surely I'm not on. Well, the screen's gone. Did you boys sort out his sofa order? No, he's still paying for what he's fucking paying. Yeah, we're all pissed off about that. Spent 34 quid on 6 beers, all decent, all 500ml bottles. I mean cans. Surely cans. Does this move down? Can I move it down? As for the lives, I'm enjoying doing it. Maybe not 2 a day, but at least 2 dippers. Yes, cans. Fair play. 20 quid. Oh, my son's going to buy me some beers for Christmas. And Although I feel guilty getting anything off him when he's paying out all the money he's paying. Bless his little cotton socks. You know, the money's flying out at the moment. Solicitors' fees, deposit for the house, you know, washing machine, everything else. Got 8 beers arriving from Cornwall next week. Did you happen to see Red Elephant Beer Shop in Truro? No, matey. We did visit Skinner's Brewery, the Tapyard Riverside, and obviously we went to Verdant in that neck of the woods, but we did not get into Truro itself. Yeah, it was like it was a bit of a whistle-stop tour. The two wives and the kids were at the swimming pool, albeit a fucking cold swimming pool. The heating wasn't working. Yeah, they were moaning like hell when we got back. I said you should have come to Verdant with us. Yeah, then she could have drove, and I could have drank more beer. My top brewery is that brewery. But I did enjoy Daya, to be fair. How can you afford 2 wives? I don't know. Some people out there have got a hell of a lot more than 2 wives. Yeah, I bet they're not all fulfilled. Hey, fuck yeah. You see, when you see it on the TV, you see someone with 12 wives, and you're like, something wrong there. Yeah, yeah. Let's not go down that road. Though I could get myself into a lot of trouble talking about stuff like that. Top breweries: Verdant, Track, Cloudwater, and Feta. Who the fuck's Feta? Daya. you, you can't fault them. And when your phone doesn't do it right, can you? The times I post something and someone says, "What you on about?" I'm not drunk, my phone's auto-correcting. I did know straight away who you was on about because you'd already said Daya. But when it said Feta, I mean, fucking hell. You know, comes across as cheesy to me, to be fair. And yeah, great breweries nonetheless. Who are the other breweries? Cloudwater, Track, yeah, all good breweries, to be fair. My appreciation of of Daya and Verdant went up massively. By visiting both breweries, I've seen how many bloody fermentation tanks Daya have got. Wow. Verdant's big. Daya is on another level big. Fermentation tanks. They must sell an incredible amount of beer. Both tap rooms, amazing. Daya's obviously got 2 tap rooms, the Swamp and the standard tap room, and then the outdoor space. 2 eateries all every time. Wow. Cloudwater on the rise again. Well, one of the lads from Blue Monkey, he left Blue Monkey to become a brewer over at Cloudwater. And I actually seen him at Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. Lovely lad as well. I ain't got a clue what his name is, but I forgot. Yeah, I'm not good with names anyway, but you know, it is what it is. And thankfully, I'm missing Coronation Street, so that's all good. I've missed Emmerdale Farm, so that's great. If there's something the beer reviews are great for, it means I don't have to put up with bloody soaps. Hey, why do women watch soaps? The storylines are crap. It's all bollocks, and I hate them. I'd rather drink a beer, and a nice beer at that. We do need to go to the into Sheffield. To be fair, I need to go to Sheffield. I need to go to Leeds. I need to go to oh Verdant, not Verdant, Vocation, Heb, Heb, Hebden, and Masham as well. Oh God, yeah. I mean, to be fair, thank God we've not seen EastEnders in about 15 years. I mean, I'm not sure if the Grant brothers are still there. Yeah. And if there's something I need to do this winter, when I'm not gardening and when it's dark, is get my machines on and start gaming. Because sitting there watching soaps, it's I feel my mind ebbing away. Yeah. I mean, some of the quiz shows on TV are the same, but at least they're at least bit some watchable. Soaps, no, not at all. Absolute drivel. So 45 minutes. Phone died once, came back, so that's good. StreamYard on mobile. Hey, Oof. Exactly this. Exactly. I don't need to watch soaps. Look out the window. See enough crap on the street, should we say? Started playing Fallout New Vegas again. I love theme park games. I love real time strategies. So like your StarCraft, um, Warcraft, Command and Conquer, Red Alerts, and all those. Those sort of games interest me. I like FIFA, but my kids slaughter me all the time. Pisses me off, and can't play against them. Again, paying for Virgin and Sky. Why the fuck do any of us pay for BBC for the license? Get rid of the license. Trump won't want to sue to as much because the British public aren't funding BBC. Get all these arseholes that are getting paid ridiculous amounts for crap TV that's woke, and just get rid of it. I'd rather watch an advert than watch BBC any day of the week. Um, I do like Pleasure Beach, to be honest, in Blackpool. Yeah, it's pricey. It is pricey. Back in the day, you could pay per ride. The only problem with that is you've got a lot of the idiots coming on the park. A lot of your, shall we say, estate people. And the problem with that is that can make the park a not nice atmosphere. Um, so, yeah, it's expensive to get in, but if you get in on a good day, you can get on some amazing rides. It is on a good day, it's an amazing place to visit. Well better than Alton Towers. Um, they've got some big problems coming. Pleasure Beach, Alton Towers. When Universal Park opens in Bedfordshire, it's going to change the UK theme park industry. PlayStation or Xbox? I've got both. The originals, not all the consoles, but I've got the originals. Oh, Xbox. Xbox is better because you can get more games on there. Very pricey. My son wants to go on the rides, but it will be hundreds because, yeah, yeah, it's pricey. In some ways, amusement parks are better because you can pay per ride. So if the rest of you don't want to go on a ride, one person does. It's expensive per ride, but it's cheaper if you're not really theme park people. Latest PlayStation beats latest Xbox. Yeah, neither of my sons have got an Xbox. They've both got the latest PlayStations, PS5s. Um, I've not had a new console in years and years. Well, I don't need to. When my son buys a console, and then when he's done with it, he just gives it to Harry, or he says, "Do you want it?" And says, "Yeah, we'll have it." So, yeah, yeah. Oh. I mean, my youngest has still got the original Switch, not the OLED Switch. So, game consoles will be a thing of the past soon once streaming takes off, properly. Took him to see Santa at Gulliver's Kingdom today. He went on a few rides there. Ah, right, Gulliver's Kingdom. I nearly applied for a job there. The the Sheffield Way, Gulliver's Kingdom. Yeah, I nearly applied for a job there on the gardening side, but it was just too far a trek for me from Nottingham to get there. So didn't go in the end. Oh, well, I've got to be honest, it's been a lovely chat tonight. Yeah, I thought it would be. Yeah, because the next one closest to you would be Matlock Bath. And yeah, it's an oldie now, that is. The one near you in Yorkshire is the newest one and very modern, quite a nice looking Gulliver's, to be fair. Theme parks can survive well. But it's the same as shops. Shops can survive well. Just don't pay dickheads £100,000 a year and their secretaries or their assistants £75,000 a year, and so on and so on. So by the time you get to the staff on minimum wage, you're already losing millions. And that's where a lot of these theme parks struggle, because, you're getting a lot of people getting paid silly money, and a lot of people, on minimum wage. Stupid. No, it is very seasonal. For a gardener, it's not so bad, but yeah. Is it minutes? Fair play. I'll get up to Yorkshire and Sheffield one day. It's on my agenda. Then there's lots of things on my agenda. Yeah, I never get the agenda done, but I still want to go to Europa Park. I want to go back to Orlando Disney. And although I'm so put off going to America, with Trump in charge, I just want to avoid America at all costs. He's just absolute twat. I agree with some of the stuff, but 90% you just cringe at the stuff he comes out with. And when the American president comes out with bollocks, utter bollocks, lies, you think to yourself, what world are we in? Although Boris Johnson was just the same, to be fair, but at least he was had a bit more of a sense of humour. And yeah, although now they've got Keir Starmer, and oh God, and then Putin as well. It's like, God, all the idiots are in charge of the world. Yeah. What can we do? Not much. Yeah. We voted them in, not we collectively, but the British public voted Labour in. After this run of Parliament, Labour will not get in again for a generation. They've already fucked it up already. Oh, well, Labour for the working class should be the better government, but it doesn't seem it. No, Labour. Oh, dear. Anyway, less said about that, the better. I've enjoyed this beer tonight. I've certainly enjoyed the chat. I've got to back up the arse now before I get a bollocking and a moan. But it's been great to chat to everyone. Yeah, Labour is finished. Conservatives are crap. Labour are crap. Fucking hell. And yeah, oh dear. Who's going to win the next election? Farage. And I agree with some of the stuff he comes out with, but some of the other stuff I just cringe. It's going to be hilarious, and yeah. But again, thank you to everybody for joining in. It's important for me to get back into the lives and get back into being part of the overall community, because at one stage I was. These days, I'm not so, but yeah, the bastards always went, you're absolutely right, mate. All the fucking idiots are in charge. Put me in charge of the country. Yeah. I'll turn around and people and tell the lot straight away. You work. If you think you're getting anything for free, you can fuck off. The rich, you pay your taxes. Those who think you can live on the dole all your life and do no work, no. You can work sweeping the streets, litter picking, and earn your minimum wage. Minimum wage, not free. It's not hard. And all the rich that screw their money, if you earn money in this country, you pay taxes in this country. If you send it abroad, we'll take the lot off you and you can fuck off. Oh dear. But yeah, I'd make some. Yeah, I'd make them all. I'd make everybody. And if you're disabled, it doesn't matter what you are. You can work in some fashion. Everybody who claims a disabled car, every one of your cars will be a certain car, will be an English car, because then we're not giving money to foreign countries for cars. It'll be an English car of a certain colour, so that everybody knows you're driving a disabled car through benefits. And then you watch the amount of people stop claiming, because they wouldn't want to fucking be seen as that. They all ride around in their 4x4s or whatever they are and say, look at my car. Yeah, but you're getting it for free. It's not your fucking car. And there's so many. I've got family that do that, distant family that do that. So I know, disgraceful. Anyway, yeah, you won't want me as Prime Minister. Fucking hell. Yeah. And all them in prison who are foreigners, fuck off to your own country and go in your prisons. Yeah, but we'd get killed. Well, don't commit crimes over here. Simple as that. Yeah. But he drinks and rides a bike. Oh, right. Well, I don't know him then. I don't know Beer Monster. Yeah. But yeah, there's too much of it going off. Yeah. Everyone can work in some fashion. Yeah. No matter what disability. I have anxiety, stress, depression. Doesn't stop me at all. I have to work. Money don't come in. And I'm not clever enough to scrounge it off the government. And the government won't let me anyway. I'd never get anything. I've never got anything in my life. So, yeah, carry on working. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Oh, the last 10 minutes. So controversial. Cheers. Right, see if it turns off. I have no idea.